How you guys doing tonight? Yeah. Good. Sorry to say, y'all forgot where I was from.
Venezuela.
No, from Portland, actually. So you guys been hearing about us a lot on the news, yeah? It's pretty crazy. You know, Portland, Oregon, it's like one of the hipster capitals of the United States. And before you guys ask, yes, both my parents are vegan. You might think I'm joking, I'm dead serious, they both are. That's not even a part of my set. They just say, tell everybody you know that we're vegan. You know, besides that, I'm actually allergic to gluten too. Yeah, my bullies used to call it glutarded. No, seriously, yeah, it fucking, it sucks. And for survival reasons, I need to know a lot about gluten. The nice thing is that most people don't know a whole lot about it. And I take advantage of this constantly. Every day in my life. Like not too long ago, I was at a grocery store and this dude came up to me with a clipboard and asked me he just came up to me and was like, hey, excuse me, sir, would you like to donate to help teach blind kids how to watch porn in Braille? I was like, no, dude, that's not gluten-free, get out of here. Can't be a part of that. Helps me with girls too. Not too long ago, an ex of mine called me up. She's like, Charlie, I know it's short notice, but I need you to meet somebody. I was like, all right, fine, let's meet up. And so I ended up meeting up with her, and she had this kid with her. And I was talking with her, she's like, Charlie, it's gonna be hard to hear, but with your son, he was just like, being dumb, eating crackers or some shit. And I was like, he can't be mine, those crackers aren't gluten-free. Now, and speaking of children, do you guys know about PETA? Not the bread, the organization. They want us to change a lot of things. They want us to change some of the ways that we talk about animals, because you know how they're always protesting about, how they take offense to what we say. They want us to change some phrases like, they want us to change the phrase, kill two birds with one stone. They want us to change it to, feed two birds with one stone. They want us to change the phrase, take the bull by the horns. To pick a flower by the thorns. They want us to change the phrase, bring home the bacon. To bring home the bagels. That'll fucking kill me. But yeah, being allergic to gluten really sucks. Can't eat a lot of things. I can't drink some stuff, so I can't drink beer. Can't drink whiskey. Can't drink rum. And I found out a little while ago too, I can even do cocaine. They cut that shit with flour. So now I just do crack. It's gluten-free, and 9 out of 10 politicians recommend it. This has been a crazy year. 2020 has been wild. Not too long ago, we were worried about World War III, and the year's not over. It could still happen. And I was worried about being drafted. I'm sure a lot of people were. And I learned something, though, not too long ago. That you can't get drafted if you're glutarded. And I was thinking about this. I was like, you know what? That really makes sense. So just imagine I'm on the battlefield holding my position. Some dude runs up to me with a loaf of bread. Ah! Just die right there. And if they allowed us in the military, the enemy's budgets would be cut in half. They wouldn't have to spend nearly as much. Instead of using C4, they could use C-flour. Instead of RPGs, they could use RPBs, rocket-propelled baguettes. Someone could just run up to me with 6 loaves of sourdough on their chest. Ah, bread! Be fucking dead. Yeah, I don't think they let me in the military for a couple of reasons, though. I can be awkward sometimes. One of those awkward situations I find myself in is walking behind somebody who's just as fast as you are when you're trying to pass them, It's happened not too long ago when I was still at school. I was walking behind this girl, just going along. She was going at a pretty similar pace to me. She gave me this look back. She gave me a look back, and I was a fucking stalker. So I sped up. I was trying to pass her, and she was scared. She sped up too. I was like, just going. And she took a left. She just kept looking back. Then I took a left. She took a right, and then I took a right. She kept looking back, and it was terrifying. I was like, I swear to God, I'm not a stalker. I was in that Ted Bundy zone. You're between 0 and 5 feet where you're automatically a fucking serial killer. It turns out we were going to the same class too. And, you know, I gotta act like an adult, so I did the responsible thing and I dropped the class. Never went there again. Speaking of dead people, I found out a couple years ago the house I grew up in, that one of the previous owners died in it. In particular, in my room, she died in it. And like I started thinking about it, I was like, you know what, that makes sense. You know, growing up, I always kind of felt like I was being watched. Until I was about like 12 or 13, they're just kind of feeling away. And I was thinking about it the other day. It's like, why would I feel like I'm being watched until I was 12 or 13? Then it hit me. I started jacking off. What ghost is gonna haunt you when you're beating your meat? Just walk up, just, ugh! It's disgusting. I like to think of that ghost just like having a Monsters Inc. scenario. Like his boss comes up like, Jerry, come in here real quick. So it says here your numbers are way down from last quarter. What's going on? Every time I try and scare the kid, he starts jacking off. What can you do with that? So pro tip, you guys ever feel like you're being haunted? Just whip it out, start playing with it. If you get scared, just ejaculate like an octopus and run. Easiest thing you can do. You guys know who the crocodile hunter is? Steve Irwin?
Yeah.
So he was a big influence on me, growing up, and he died, and his death shook me pretty hard. But when I was a comedian, I deal with trauma with humor. So I decided to write a joke about his death. And I was thinking about it, I was like, how am I going to tell this joke? You guys know how he died? Yeah? Well, he died of a stinger stabbed straight through the heart when he was filming the show. So I was thinking about it, I was like, you know what? How am I going to tell this joke? I'm worried if I tell this joke, people are going to take it to heart. And I was thinking about it, I was like, guys, it's been over 10 years. It only sting a little. But before I wrote the joke, I made myself watch his death tape because it's on YouTube. Just to like make sure I feel like as shitty as possible. And I was watching it just over and over again. I was like, you know what? The quality is not that great. It's like an 80s porno with just as much penetration. Thank you guys.